Get free tech advice for your business from O2 Gurus. Search O2 Business for more.
Hey guys, welcome to BTech. It's Basil here, and today it's all about Windows Phone, specifically the Microsoft Lumia 535. So what is the 535? Well, it's the first Lumia phone sporting Microsoft branding as opposed to Nokia's. It also costs £89. Now, while that may suggest rock bottom specs, it does have a 5-inch screen, 1 gig of RAM, and it packs the latest version of Microsoft's mobile operating system, Windows Phone 8.1. We'll deep dive into the Lumia 535 in a second, but before we do, if you haven't subscribed to BTech already, that's how you're going to stay on top of everything that BTech and I do. Subscribers also comment loads, which helps us get better, and the more subscribers we have, the faster we tend to get cool tech in. Back to the Lumia 535, and we'll kick off by talking about what is in the box. You have a phone, you have a charger, and you have a quick start guide. That's it. Less box content means Microsoft can pass the saving on to you, hence the £89 price tag. Moving on to the phone's design, and the most standout element, at least for us, is that Microsoft logo on the front and back. We're sad to say goodbye to Nokia Lumias, but we're happy to see Microsoft branding on here, because hopefully that'll mean less fragmented Lumias going forward, and of course a better overall operating system. The 535 itself looks like a Lumia, plastic matte body, curvaceous sides, and it's available in a range of colours too. There's no camera button, but you will find the essentials dotted around: headphone jack, micro USB port, and of course volume buttons and a power button on the right hand side. On the front, it's a 5-inch screen and a selfie-tastic 5-megapixel camera. Round the back, another 5-megapixel camera, this time with a flash and a loudspeaker. Under the back cover, you've got a micro SD card slot, a micro SIM slot, and a removable 1905 mAh battery. The whole phone does feel a tad hollow, but it is well weighted, it's a decent size, and you can't really go wrong at £89, let's be fair. Now onto the screen, and the 5-inch panel clocks Quarter HD resolution. That's 540 by 960. That delivers a pixel density of 220 pixels per inch. Now that's good for the price, even if it isn't jaw-dropping. What you also get is IPS screen technology, and this generally means good viewing angles. Fortunately, the 535 doesn't disappoint. Once again, decent for the price you're paying for it. That said, it's still a touch washed out and lower resolution than just slightly more expensive screens, like those found on the Honor Holly and the Motorola Moto G. 5 inches also means that the phone isn't particularly small, so if you have smaller hands, check it out in the flesh before you pick one up, to make sure you can reach all 4 corners. As for what's inside the screen, it's Windows Phone 8.1, complete with Cortana, Microsoft's digital voice assistant. Cortana takes on Siri and Google Now head on, and it has a little bit more character than the other two. It's also going to be integrated in your desktop in Windows 10, so that is something to look forward to. To recap, Windows Phone means you have 2 primary home screens, a start screen on the left, and on the right hand side a long list of all your applications. I've said it before and I'll say it again, Windows Phone has a lot of inherent issues. Lots of lists and a lack of apps being the main two. But it's also a beautiful operating system to look at and is easy to get your head around. It's also shown off well on the 535 with smooth operation as you thumb through the user interface. You can customize your start screen with pictures and themes, and you can organize your applications into folders and change the size of the live tiles. Pull down from the top for a notification center and quick toggles, and pull up from the bottom for your navigation bar. One day into using the Lumia 535 and we saw no slowdown throughout the user interface. The good looking operating system is buttery smooth, more so than we generally expect from an £89 smartphone. Gaming was fair, but not great, with dropped frames here and there and about 20 minutes of asphalt. It also cut to the start menu every now and then, which isn't brilliant. That said, it did handle simple games like Flappy Bird very well, and you'll have to wait for our full review for something more conclusive on that front, as well as benchmarks. As for the 5-megapixel cameras, the 480p video recording, and the rear-facing speaker, check back next week for our full verdict. One thing that we can say for sure right now is that the screen is good enough for movies and looks very decent when reading books, even if it isn't as sharp as we'd like it to be. The 8GB of onboard memory is enough for your basics, but you can also stick a microSD card in there up to 128GB, ample for anything you want to stuff inside your phone. Bluetooth 4.0, Wi-Fi, GPS, FM radio, 3G, they all come together nicely on the connectivity front. There are even some highlights like aptX lossless audio codec for all you audiophiles out there. It's all powered along by an entry-level Qualcomm Snapdragon 200 processor, clocks at 1.2 GHz. It also has 1 GB of RAM and a 1905 mAh battery. And there you have it, the Nokia Lumia 535 after 24 hours. Check back in a week to see what we really think of it after juggling reviewing that and the Honor Holly. To make sure you don't miss a thing here at BTech, subscribe, and if you like the video, click like, and if you have any questions about the Lumia 535, fire them in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.